Today we're going to talk about sight words. Sight words don't follow the regular phonics rules. They look and sound and are spelled oddly. First, we're going to start with question words. Our first question word actually follows the phonics rules. Our first word is why. Why has a digraph, WH, wh, and the Y is making a vowel sound I. So we have two consonants and a vowel in why. Wh, I, wh, I, why. It's the only question word that follows the rules. Next, we're going to look at the word when. When. The digraph WH is in the beginning. Wh, wh. And then we have an E for the sound. But when is pronounced when, wh, wh, So the E does not follow the normal phonics rules. That's why I've written it in blue. It stands out because it makes a strange sound in the word when. It doesn't say when. It says when. Wh, in, wh, in, wh, in, when. W, H, E, N. W, N. The E is the odd sound in when. W, in, w, in, when. Our next question word is what. What. I've put the odd sounding vowel in blue to make it stand out. WH is a digraph that makes the wh sound. A should make the I sound. T makes the t sound. Wh. But A doesn't say I, it says ah. T. It's not what. If you pronounced it phonetically, it would say what. But it breaks the rules and says what. Wh, ought. Wh, ought. What. Wh, ah, t, wh, ah, t, wh, ah, t, wh, ah, t. The A is the strange sound. Wh, ah, t, wh, ah, t. What? Our next word is who. Who. If I pronounce this phonetically, it would say whoa because the O is an open vowel sound. So it would make its long O sound, or it should make its long O sound, but it doesn't. And that's why it's a sight word. Instead of whoa, it says who, wh, ooh, wh, ooh, who. Wh. Ooh. The digraph WH makes the wh sound, and the O makes the ooh sound. That's a strange sound for an O. Wh, ooh, wh, ooh, wh, ooh, who. Who is it you're talking about? Who? Our next question word is how. How. If I were to say this phonetically, the O is closed in and should say ah. How is how it would be pronounced if it was pronounced phonetically, but it's not. It's a sight word because it makes a strange sound. It makes ow, ow, ow. How, as in how do I do something? Ah, wa. Ah, wa. Ow. Ow. Ow is the strange sound in the word. Ow. Ow. How. How can that O make such a strange sound? My next question word is where. Where. If this were pronounced phonetically, it would be where, because the magic E would be making this E say its name E. But it's not where, it's where. You've got a WH digraph making the wh sound. And then ERE says air, air. Where did they come up with a word like where to make such strange sounds? Wh. Air. Wh. Air. Wh. Air. Wh. Air. This whole part is strange. Wh. Air. Wh. Air. Where. Where, oh where did they come up with a way to spell where? Another word that is strange is were. Similar to where, Were is also not spelled phonetically. It would be we're if it was spelled phonetically, but it's not. It's were. W-er, w-er. Is the strange part. W-er, were. Like when you say, we were going somewhere, but we changed our minds. We were, and now we're not. Similar to were is there. Now, if this was pronounced phonetically, the E would be making this E say its long sound, which is E, which would make it there. But that's not how you pronounce it. It's pronounced there, as in I want to go over there. The air. That's the strange part. The air. So you have a digraph, the, and the strange part is air. The whole thing is strange. The air, the air, the air, there. Our next sight word is answer. If it was spelt phonetically, it would not have that W in it. The W is silent. If I said that phonetically, it would be answer, answer. But that's not how you say it. You say answer, as in answer the question. So the W is the strange part. The rest is normal phonics. You can't even hear that. Now this would follow the bossy R rule. Answer. So all the rest of this follows the normal phonics rules. Even this, because this is the bossy R rule here. But this one here, this W, that's the funny one. So remember, when you're spelling answer, there's that funny W in the center that you can't hear. A, s, is one sound. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 sounds. This isn't a sound because you can't hear it. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4 sounds. A, s, because this is the bossy R telling this E to make the R sound. So all you hear here is the A, s, a, s, a, s, answer, answer, with this strange letter in the middle. It's not answer, it's answer. Our next sight word is said. Said. Now, A and I, neither one makes an eh sound. What makes an eh sound? An E makes an eh sound, but there's no E in there. It's an AI, which is very strange, and that's why it's a sight word. Ed. AI should not make an eh sound. Ed. 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 Three sounds. Ed. Ed. But this is a strange sound. So we just have to remember that the AI in said is what's making the eh sound, not an E. AI in said. Ed. Ed. Said. The rest of it follows the normal rules. So I said, we have to remember that AI is making the eh sound in said. Our next sight word is friend. Friend. Are you my friend? Let's be friends. The IE in friend is making the eh sound, but it's not making the I sound like I or eh. It's not making the E sound. It's making the eh, which isn't really an eh sound either. And. It's almost like an A sound, but not quite. And. Friend. That's really strange. That's why it's a sight word. Eh, duh. Duh. How many sounds is that? Duh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sounds. Duh. Here's the strange sound. The IE in the middle is not making its normal phonetic sound. Friend. So we just have to remember that the sound in friend is an IE. Our next sight word is please. Please. It could be a or a, but it's not plays or plas. It's please, which is a really strange way to spell please. And that's why it's a sight word. L, E, please. Ease. And then you don't hear the final E at all. Ease. And you just don't hear that. So we'll put the S and the E under one sound since you can't hear the last E. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sounds. Ease. 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 Please. And this is the strange part in the middle. Ease. Ease. Please. And you just have to remember it by heart that the EA is in the middle of the word please. Now if this weren't there, then it would be spelt correctly phonetically, because then the E would be making the E say its name. E, please. But that's not how it's spelt. It's spelt please, basically. Ease. Please. And we just have to remember it. Our next sight word is R. R. It's spelled really strange because if it was just R, it would be AR, because that would be a closed-in vowel, and you'd have A-er. Although this is a bossy R too, and would be making the first one say its name, or just say it, and would be making the first letter say R, R like a pirate. But it's got an E on the end too, so it's just not working phonetically. But you pronounce it R. You don't pronounce it air if that was the magic E making the A say its name. You pronounce it R. That's the word R. And the funny thing is, it only has one sound in it. It's got 3 letters with only one sound, R, like the letter R. R, R. All 3 of those letters are just making one sound, R. So the whole thing is a heart. The whole thing you gotta learn by heart. A-R-E, R. And that's R like, are you coming? Are you going with me? Are you going to eat dinner? Our next sight word is because. Because. Most of the word works with phonics. B, E, K. But then you have os. This isn't making a magic E because it isn't making these vowels in the center say its name. And the A isn't making its I sound. And the U isn't making its sound or its oo sound. It's saying aw, aw. B, E, K, os. And you don't even hear the E. B, E, K, os. And that's why it's a sight word, because it's spelled so strange. B, E, K. aw, s, b, e, k, aw, s, b, e, k, aw, s, b, e, k, aw, s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sounds, because the S and the E make one sound and the A and the U make one sound. B, E, K, Oz. B, E, K, Oz. Because, because. And that's how you spell the word because. You just have to remember it by heart, mainly the A-U part, because that's the tricky part that you have to learn by heart. Our next sight word is don't. It's actually spelt phonetically correctly, D-O-N-T, but it's new to us because it's got an apostrophe T, and we haven't learned that yet. But our book that we're getting ready to read will have this word in it, so we want to recognize it when we see it. Don't is a combination of do and not. D-O is do, and not would be N-O-T, but it's represented as an N apostrophe T here. And we put the do and the nt together to represent do not. But we want to just say it in one word, don't. Do not means don't. So, do not is the same as saying don't. D-O-N apostrophe T. Don't. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't do it. We'll learn about those more later on. But right now we just want to recognize it when we see it in our book. Don't. Our next sight word is one. This is the number one. One. It's spelt strange because if it was spelt phonetically, it would be pronounced own, because the E would be making the O say its name. But you don't pronounce it own, you pronounce it one. Even though it sounds like it would start with a W. And there is another word that is one that is spelled with a W. It's W-O-N, one. But that is when you have won a game, you won a prize. You say, I win, I won. That's not the same one as the number one. There's I won a prize and the number one. This is the number one. And you have to remember it by heart because it is not spelt phonetically. It's not own, it's one. One. A lot of the numbers are spelled phonetically, but a few of them are not, and those are the numbers we're going to learn about today. We're looking at the rule breakers. And our next rule breaker is the number 2. Number 2. Now, there are a couple of different words that have the same sound, to. There's to, T-O, like I want to go to the store. I want to go to the store. There's T-O-O, which means also. Means the same as to. You could say, I want to go to. I want to also go to the store. I want to go to the store. I want to go to. Or it could mean as well as. But then there's the number 2, T-W-O, which is 2 things. So I want to go. I want to go to. There are 2 of us who want to go to the store. 3 different ways to say and spell, and 3 different meanings of the word to. T, W, O, to. Now, if I said this phonetically, it would be two, because the O is open. There's nothing after it. So it should be saying its name, the long O sound, O, which would be two. But that's not how it sounds. It sounds like two. You don't even hear the W. You just hear the T and the oo. So you have 2 sounds in the word to. You have t and oo. You don't even hear the W. T, oo, t, oo, two. So the W and the O are heart sounds that you have to remember by heart. T, oo, t, oo, two. You can't hear the W, and the O makes a oo sound. So we just have to remember by heart that that is the number 2. Our next tricky number is the number 4. It's a rule breaker too, the number 4. Now there's another word that also is 4 but doesn't mean the number. F-O-R means, will you go get something for me? For F-O-R is not the number. It's, can you do something for me? But F-O-U-R is the number 4. Or So you could almost say this was kind of a bossy R, because it says or, but there's 2 letters it's bossing around in the center, not just 1. But we've got 3 sounds. F, O, f, O, or. Aw is a strange sound for an OU to make. Or. So we got to remember this part by heart. Or. For. For. F-O-U-R is the number 4. 4. Our last rule-breaking number word is 8. 8. The number 8. What a strange way to spell 8. Now there's another word that says 8. That means I was going to eat something, but I already ate, as in I ate it in the past. That would be A-T-E. That's 8 like you ate food. But this is the number 8. And it is spelled really strange. E-I-G-H-T. We have 2 sounds in the word 8. And all 4 of these words are making one sound. A, T. So we got 2 sounds. All those words are making the A sound. A, T. And this little T just making its T sound on its own. A, T. A, T. So this is the part we have to learn by heart. E-I-G-H makes the A sound in 8. A, T, A, T, A, T. That's a lot of letters to make one sound. The number 8. E-I-G-H-T. 8. Okay, those are all our sight words for today. Now we're ready to read our books. Good job, everybody.